Here's my quick sum up, if you don't mind.
We like to.
I love your sum up.
Yes, and Sam has watched barely any of the show. We always like to hear his take on what happened 7 seasons in.
By the way, by the season finale of this season, I'm going to know everything. So I'm going to be like, I can explain this perfectly.
Yeah.
But so starting it off, fuck yeah, I love this fucking theme song. I love this. I won't skip the theme song.
Real
I will
good.
play the theme song, even though it's really long.
Yes.
I'll sit through that whole thing.
No, wait, question.
Yes.
When you watch it, do you look to see which lands are revealed so you know where that episode's going?
No, I know that's a thing, but I'm like, oh, look, it's the new building popping up. I'm like, I will probably get there. Because like Dragonstone popped up in like a because I'm in season 2. It popped up in season 2, and then it like maybe someone mentioned it, but like we never went there. Like it popped up on the map.
Yeah.
I paid attention to that because we watched season 7.
Yeah.
But moving on, we got Beach Day. I wrote that in exclamation points. Yay! Thanks for skipping the journey. I'm very happy we didn't have to watch Jon walk around for 2 episodes. I wrote Bros because Tyrion and Jon saw each other, and I know Davos now. I know who that is. Yeah, I like him. I like his beard.
The Onion Knight.
Jon is naive. This feels like a party when you invite all different friend groups so they don't really mix well. And I said, don't steal a man's boat when the Dothraki walk away with the boat. Leave the boat, like just or tie it up.
Also, Dothraki hate boats, so they're probably gonna burn it.
Yeah, that would have been if he was up on the tower and he looked down and he was like, "That's my boat. That's my boat." What do we have? Where I love the magical walkway scene. Ooh, a fucking dragon. I think it's fair for them to flinch because they duck and everyone laughs at them. I'm like, it'd be like if a bus flew by you and it's only 5 feet away and he's like, haha, you flinched at that. It's like, no, it's legit. It's enormous. All right. Ooh, Red Woman. I know her because she gave birth to this shadow in the season I watched.
How'd you like that scene?
I texted you because I was like, oh, here's the shadow baby. I'm like, but then it ran away and I was like, I'm probably not going to know what happens in like 3 years, am I? And then I immediately stabbed the guy, and I was like, cool, the only guy I liked. That's great.
That happens a lot in Game of Thrones.
You like Renly?
He was better than most. He's better than Joffrey.
I mean, out of the Baratheon brothers.
Yes. If you had to choose one of the Baratheon brothers, he is the one I would choose. However,
Early Robert. I would choose Early Robert.
Before
he turned into
a piece of shit. Yeah. Old Robert. I mean, it's not very good. I like old Robert would be a lot of fun to hang out with. Not a good king.
But then I have how the fuck did Varys get here? And that's just a question from where I'm at now to where they are in the show.
You'll see.
And then I said,
if anybody has magical traveling abilities, it's Varys.
Varys does it all the time.
If anybody in this world can teleport, it is Varys.
I wrote Ice and Fire, winky face, winky face, winky face. I was like, I know everybody's on board. Everyone knew this 7 years ago, but now I know what it means. Can somebody please just stab Varys like once? I'm like, or make him stop talking. I love him, but he's the literal devil. Stormborn, I know what that name means now from last week's episode.
I love the return of Dany's titles.
I did too. That's what I wrote down. I was like,
15-minute it's like, okay, you need to.
I mean, she's got all those titles though. And then when Davos steps up and he's like,
which I love that because I was like, okay, I get the bit, and I'm like, oh, cool, Davos, like he brought back around. That was good. I was happy about that. There we go. And I said, ooh, I love this scene because when Dany and Jon are talking to each other, we should have written down what I meant by this. This is a very good pitch. Don't know what I meant by that.
Okay.
And then I said, wait, Tyrion has that pin. I remember that pin. Why? Why is that pin? I thought that's a pin for the hand.
Yeah.
It is.
Hand of the king. Now he's hand of the queen.
Oh, I thought that was only a King's Landing thing.
Yeah, no. Well, Daenerys is trying to be queen of King's Landing, so
that was cool.
She made Tyrion her hand. You'll get to that
just went through season 2, and that's the big season where Tyrion is the hand. He's acting the hand.
Yeah,
and probably Tyrion's best stuff is in season 2.
It was really cool when he did the fake out with Pycelle and Varys and Peter, not Dinklage, Baelish. That was one of my favorite scenes. Also, I can't wait to find out why Pycelle's pretending to be an old man, or why he's pretending to be.
It's good.
I'm very excited to figure out what that was. That was the one where I had to back it up, and I was like, it's double speed. That makes no sense because all of a sudden the man's doing squats really fast, and I'm like, what does that mean? She just summed up her whole arc for me. Now it's all spoiled. I said that when Dany explained everything that she's been through, and I was like, well, okay, I can look at that. I look forward to. Took his own what? Dick? I wrote question mark because he said took his own because they were like, he even stabbed through the heart. He was said that, and then they even brought it back up later. He's like, what do you think he was saying when Jon's telling what he's been through, or Davos was saying what Jon's been through? And he's like, no, don't say. I'm like, is that because he died and came back to life?
Yes.
Probably.
Yes.
Yeah.
In a second, I haven't. Okay, I'll bring it up now because everyone is like, there could never be White Walkers, but we have giant flying flaming lizards, and like they haven't been around for centuries. But you found magic rocks that brought them back to life.
Indeed.
But dead people getting back up, that's crazy. Also, it's like just say you came back to life. At the very least, you're like, oh, he's from the north. He came back to life. He might be a White Walker, but at the very least, we know the dead can still come back to life. It sounds like.
Let's explain that to you. My reasoning, I had the same confusion because she even says like, well, people didn't think dragons can come back, and I made it happen. Good point. So why are you making me feel weird about saying the dead are here? But even in season 1, you see the skulls. Like that's a thing people knew. Were around, and I don't think have been extinct for that long.
Not for 1,000 years, but it might have, because Mad King Aerys took the throne.
They said it was like
his dad or something. The Targaryen who took the throne originally did it with dragons.
There are theoretically people alive that remember dragons. They're just very old. So that was my kind of reasoning, that maybe it's not like.
It's crazy.
And also, John was going into this saying, I'm going to say shit that she thinks is crazy. She's going to think I'm nuts and not believe me. So maybe the less things that sound crazy that I can pile on there, the better.
Yeah, that was my favorite Tyrion bit, where he's like, hey, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe you can ask for something
small.
Less a lot.
Yeah. That was really good. But then you saw Theon's alive, but now I'm learning more about him and I'm starting to really not like him. But and I was like, oh shit, he got captured by Jack Sparrow. And I was like, wait, that's not Jack Sparrow. Everyone looks alike on this damn show. Because Theon and Finn Jones' character, to me, look almost identical. Even though I know they don't. I know they're very different, but I'm like, just somebody shave your head. Like, just make it easier for me to identify you. Oh, here is Jack Sparrow. I said, don't get hard on a horse. That's not fair to the horse. Because he's saying that when he's pulling Theon's sister through the square.
Poor horsey.
I said, oh, damn, I don't know the timeline over this season, but he delivered pretty quick. That's why I'm like, John got there. That got pretty quick. And it feels like Euron left. It's been 7 days, and he came back with like 3 people that are fugitives.
We're 3 episodes in. I feel like months have passed over these 3 episodes.
I don't know, but we'll get into it.
Because the way they talk about it, I mean, we're in season 7. It's been around 7-ish years that these people have been going on these journeys, maybe more. So it's not. I don't think it's unreasonable to assume that like within episodes and around episodes, weeks and months take place.
Okay. My next thing is, that's where Cersei's daughter went, because I remember her from season 1 and 2. Why is Jaime kissing her in the promo? Right? Like it looked like Jaime kissed her, and I said, "Ew, stop it, Lannisters!" Like because I'm like, I know Marcel. Marcella. Yeah, Marcella. She's dead, and she got poisoned by the girl. Was Jaime and her, were they doing something?
No, not sexy time.
That's his daughter.
No, that's his daughter, and he loves her very much. Well, and he hadn't seen her in years because she was away with Ilaria's family.
Okay.
She was there, so he was excited. He was bringing her home.
And then...
So he was like finally bonding with his daughter, and I don't want to say what they were bonding over because I want to leave that for you to enjoy. But it's not creepy. No, it's kind of.
I have to expect it when I don't get it. I'm like, thank God.
It's one of the moments where you're like, oh, but Jaime, which then you're like, but he shoved a kid out a window and sleeps with his sister. Never mind.
We got that. We got to talk about that in this. That was real gross. Jack Sparrow's a Greyjoy. I know what those are now. Solid incest joke, solid anal joke, double whammy. Why did Cersei get Joffrey's haircut? And then I was like, reminds me of those rubber lips in Batman and Robin. Remember when Robin pulls off the lips so that Poison Ivy can't kill him? Yep. Cool golden hand for Jaime, because he probably got that cut off. And I said, gross, no kissing, no. And I wrote, no.
Oh, that happens a lot.
I described the scene, murdered a girl in front of her mother and then blew her brother. And I was like, that's rhyming, but it's not. I was very tired.
You're so proud of yourself. That rhymes.
I did. Yeah. I said, ew, don't show people. Ew, she's rubbing it in. Throw Cersei out a damn window. This is the most interesting banking conversation I've ever heard. Tyrion has an A1 beard. Solid. Really liked it. I want Tyrion to be king of everyone. I said, ooh, obsidian swords. I'm like, that sounds really cool. With the dragon glass. I would wear Tyrion's quotes on my shirt. why not tell them you came back to life? We just talked about that. It's a great story. And I said, because when they talk again, Danny and John, I was like, do you think Emilia Clarke gets sad when she thinks about how bad Terminator was? That's probably why she looks so sad. That's a bad movie. She should feel bad. And then we got Peter Baelish looking at somebody who said, oh, the Meister kept a copy of every Raven scroll. I was like, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Was that something we knew already, that the Meister kept
I don't know if that matters.
Oh, but Peter looked at him like, that maybe he'll like find whatever. Not like I know anything in this show.
Maybe. I didn't pick up on that as like a big moment, but maybe.
To figure out how long winter's going to be. Long time.
Since I don't know anything, I'm analyzing.
Long time. It's going to be real bad.
Wasn't the last winter like an 8-year winter? I'm trying to remember.
I don't know if it's.
So when season 1 starts, it's already not winter. Like it's past the previous winter. So that takes place before the books even start. But I want to say it was like an 8-year winter.
Seasons take years?
Yeah, I figured. Yeah. They made it sound like it takes a long time.
It's one of those really cool, especially at the beginning of the show and the book, one of those cool, subtle fantasy things. Like it starts off low-key fantasy, and now we're where we are now.
Now it's crazy. And then I said, Sansa's so smart and they are so dumb. That's what we established.
I love sassy Sansa. I love sassy Sansa. Every time she's in a scene with Dick Finger, as you refer to him, she just shuts him down. It's my favorite thing.
I don't know. I think she's playing with fire. Everyone always underestimates Littlefinger, and then he fucks everybody over.
I have seen it now. Is this Ferris Bueller's friend, Littlefinger? It looks like him. And then I said, is it Arya? No, it's Bran. I'm like, use your superpowers, please. I'd like to see you do that eye thing. And I asked, do his arms work, or is he just being a dick when she went in for a hug? Do his arms work?
He's being real weird, robot-y. Hey, let me remind you of your rape.
Yeah, that was...
Bran? Yeah. That scene was so bizarre.
Yeah, but a tree has a face, and I'm like, now I'm figuring out why those trees have faces. And
it's one of the challenging things when you take these younger actors and you pair them with, like, Max von Sydow. And it's like, hey, Max von Sydow was a 3-eyed raven, and he still had a personality. Maybe you could cool it a little bit.
Well, and I don't know if, like, that's a choice that they're making, or if that's just an acting thing.
Yeah, it's not that it doesn't make sense. If you could see all of time and space, it's just not fun.
It's not fun.
Also, he looks so strange. He as a little boy is cute. Him as a teenager.
Oh yeah, he's kind of an awkward.
Yeah, Jorah's better. And I'm like, oh, please put on new clothes. Like, is that how you catch it? Is it like a and I'm like, well, hooray, Sam isn't totally miserable, but he might actually kill someone with grayscale. I'm guessing like some dumb shit's gonna happen like that, because that feels like what Sam does all the time. Then we get the battle, and I was really bummed we didn't get any fun editing, but we did get Jamie walking through a castle. I'm like, come on, editors, you can have a little bit more fun. Make something gross. What is it? Oh, the old one was like, that dead kid is a cunt. And I'm like, nice burn. Nice burn to a dead kid.
I appreciated it.
Fuck that dead kid. I mean, seriously.
I wrote, damn, she's chugging it. She should have tried the switcheroo like in Kingsman, where they do like that wine glass like that.
I know, like in Princess Bride. That's what I straight up thought was going to happen.
It was so like, I mean, you couldn't get Jamie to turn around.
Have anything.
I just thought the other cup was also poisoned, and I was waiting for them to like toast, and then Jamie to bite it then too.
And my last two notes were, hey, did they know she killed Joffrey? Spoilers, I guess, for me later, because I know there's a long court with Tyrion.
There were maybe 2 people that knew, and it was neither Cersei nor Jamie.
Oops. Well, that was cool. So
they basically spell it out for you.
Well, you spend a long time wondering who it was, and they make you question if it was actually Tyrion and Sansa, which is who everyone thinks it is. And then, like, a few episodes later, Elena's like, so straight up, Marjorie, I wasn't going to let you marry that asshole. No. And you're like,
okay, I haven't met her yet. I haven't met Elena, but I have met Marjorie. That's
boobs.
I remember when she got the new outfit where it was like, it was a cone, but half cone, so it was boobs, and then the cone closed. I was like, you could put a shirt on, like a normal shirt would be fine, instead of like you dropping shit inside of your giant cone. Anyways, that's what I thought. We'd start from the top. Danny and John meet. They kick off the episode in a really cool way. It was cool seeing. It's just weird because now watching from the beginning and now here and everyone's meeting again, I'm like, God damn, I gotta get through 5 more seasons.
That's why it's crazy that everyone's meeting back up now.
Guys, that was just a snippet of our conversation about Game of Thrones episode 3, The Queen's
Justice, damn it.
You were so close.
If you want the whole discussion, you can check it out on patreon.com/onlystupid answers. Which tier?
This is $15 plus.
There you go. And on top of that, you get all of the video bonus episodes, our audio bonus episodes,
our movie live
streams, just a whole bunch of stuff.
You guys do so much stuff.
So many little things because we love you guys so much. But make sure you go ahead and click the card up there that takes you straight to somewhere up there. It takes you straight to the Patreon, but also to Trisha's channel. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Take out the I from the
girl.
And if you want more of our stuff, you can check out Only Stupid Answers on Twitter.
Take out the vowels from stupid.
Yeah. And you can go to onlystupidanswers.com for all the rest of our content. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.